Hey Nikki, pull your threads. Pull your threads. Pull it from this side. Pull it from that side. Pull your threads. Unravel.
Until you get torn apart, Lisa.
You're tearing me apart, Lisa. You're unraveling.
You're unraveling me.
I thought this was pretty neat.
It's
We're
a
playing on a
unique,
laptop,
kind of platformer.
so yeah, it's like a physics platformer. I think it's like 10 to 20 bucks. I don't remember, but I find out Origins games, they go on sale fairly often.
They want to get you in that system. They want to get their rootkits.
So you
in
start
your ass.
buying the Sims games. That's I think the reason.
Yeah,
you can buy them on Steam now.
It's not just all the Sims games. It's just one Sim game, but all the expansions and the expansions to those expansions, and then the expansions to those expansions to those expansions.
By the way, there's another expansion, a stuff pack coming soon. But anyways, this is pretty much you throw your own threads across to reach places like over a bicycle or like knock down some flowers, some dandelions or whatever. Like it's I wouldn't say it's super deep, but I would say it's intriguing enough. Like I wouldn't say like it's not gonna like bust your brain with the puzzles, but it's a pretty chill. It's sort of like a walk along platformer.
Yeah, it's one.
Feel like.
Yeah, it definitely has like it's one of those games where it has like a little theme to it.
Yeah.
Where it's like.
And we have no idea what the story's about. Like grandma lost the rest of the family or something, and then suddenly the yarn wakes up and is alive. It got awoke. This is an awoke Unravel game. This social justice warriors. This knitting game.
This yeah, the end game. The end game is that the string man comes along and he becomes the noose.
Yeah. And that's the end until the second game.
Yeah.
But I thought it was neat. Like it kind of pushed the laptop a bit, so it got a little chuggy, which is unusual. Most of the games are not too brutal on the laptops we're currently using, but it looks really nice. Like I wouldn't say it's photorealistic, but I'd say it's the closest because we didn't bump it all the way. Otherwise, the laptop would probably be like on fire, and like 5 frames per second. But I'd say this is the closest photorealistic game I've seen in a long time. I can't think of any other game that looks as close to
clean as
like
this?
resembles like real life. I thought it was fun. I didn't find it like it wasn't boring, but I didn't find it like super thrilling. I guess if you're looking for like a slower paced game, but it's really unique. I can't think of. It sort of reminded me a bit of like Earthworm Jim a bit because like Earthworm Jim you would swing from tree to tree, or even I swear there's something else there, but that was the main
gimmick.
Yeah, I think that's the main gimmick, being able to swing around like Spider-Man.
Makes you feel like you're Spider-Man.
But you're not.
You're just Unravel.
So what did you think of this?
It's a pretty nice.
Yeah.
It's pretty.
Some physics games I couldn't get into, but I found like the way that they do it, that made it interesting. You want to see what was next. I like it wasn't like I wouldn't say it was like super entertaining. But yeah, I'd say definitely it was interesting. I can see why people were oohing and ahhing. Like this came out, I think, 5 years ago.
Yeah,
so
and then its sequel came out 2 years ago.
Yeah, it does not feel like it came out like that long ago. So I'd say it's one of the better physics games. I don't really play enough to like be able to drop the name of the hat. Drop in the hat, I mean. What about you?
I definitely like. It's a pretty fun. Like it's really artsy. Like that's all I can say. It's really artsy. It's like,
you can't expect like a fast-paced game.
Like if yeah, it's really nice because it's all. I
think we got a third of the way through. It's hard to tell where the chapters end because apparently it's done by chapters. But when I looked online,
it's like
there's 12 chapters. Yeah, I think it's short. I think it's like a 5-10 hour game. Maybe less than that.
Yeah, so this might have piqued your interest already at some point 5 years ago. But if not, I mean, check this out. It's pretty interesting. I give it an 8.
Yeah, I'm feeling it's pretty cool. I'd probably give it a 7.5 or 8 as well. Like it's not bad and it's not I wouldn't say it's super amazing, but I think it's a pretty cool concept.
It's basically Limbo or Little Nightmares, but instead you're like a yarn man.
Yarn Man.
Yarn man.
Yeah, I'd say definitely check it out. I can't think of any other game since like Yoshi's Yarn that actually involves
Yoshi's
yarn.
Woolly World.
Or Woolly World? No, that was the second game or third game, wasn't it? I thought it started off with yarn, but maybe I'm thinking of Kirby's Yarn. Yeah,
Kirby's Epic
you don't see
Yarn.
many. Yeah, you don't see many yarn games, and like this is probably the best physics yarn game.
Who knows? Maybe in the future, when graphics become a lot more commonplace, maybe yarn style will be the new low poly style, or whatever those isometric graphics
We'll
are.
have
Where it's
yarn
like,
RPGs.
where it's like the model looks like carved wood.
Yeah, wood style.
Yeah, like do you see like those snowmen, and like pieces of them are like cut off,
Huh?
like a little wood carved snowman.
Oh, okay. I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that's the next thing. Pinocchio, next generation game.
Next generation Pinocchio.
That's what I'm waiting for. Forget the yarn. That's where the end game is.
That's where the end game is. It's a nose measuring contest between politicians.
I can't wait for that yarn racing game, Mario Kart 10.
With yarn DLC,
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
yarny tires, and
Yeah.
yarny people.
So give this a yarn. Ha!
Keep on yarning.
Keep on yawning.
I know I'm yarning for a new world.
Yeah, yarn.